the metals market isn't buying it either. All right, gold and silver been bid for the last week. Gold right now, I think, closed somewhere near $13.50 today. All right, as equities are rallying. So usually what happens is as equities rally, gold sells off a little bit. And the idea there, the very basic idea is that equities are speculative and gold is really a hedge against shit going ass up. And so when risk is on and people are super stoked about buying equities, they sell gold. And when people are scared, they go in and they buy gold and they sell equities, right? But now you have an interesting phenomenon, right? Which is equities kind of being jammed upward, but gold and silver also being bid. Which says to me that the metals market and people that participate in the metals market are not buying that this is a real rally that's happening now. They are seeing it for what it is, which is an artificially Fed-induced horseshit rally. Right? You don't rally on shit macroeconomic data. This would be like if Coca-Cola came out tomorrow and they were supposed to do $5 per share in earnings for the year. Okay? And they were trading at $50, right? A 10 multiple. And the guidance came in, or the earnings for the year came in, and they said, well, we only did $2.50 for the year in earnings per share. So what are we going to do? Are we going to keep the 10 multiple and go to $25 a share? No, but the stock went up. The stock went up to, let's say the stock went up to 100. And the multiple just expanded to 40 instead of 10. It's the same thing. The underlying data is getting worse, but the valuation that you're assigning to the equity is getting higher and more speculative. And that's exactly what's going on with the market. The macroeconomic data is telling us that everything isn't as great as we think it is. Yet, we keep jamming equities higher. The Fed keeps jamming equities higher by putting out this dovish sentiment that we're going to help things along no matter how, no matter when, and any way that we need to. But it doesn't look like the metals market is buying it. It was one of the interesting things that I noticed over the last couple of days. And as somebody that invests in gold and silver, I like that, you know? I've tweeted many times, I like when this fucking clown show, circus, dog, and pony act, you know, you got the Fed chair out there looking nervous and confused like he's trying to give a book report for a book that he didn't read in 5th grade, trying to bullshit his way through it when people start asking him questions about his objectives for inflation and the economy. I like seeing that. I mean, as somebody that owns gold and silver, that's what you hope for, right? If you own precious metals, what you want is these guys to drive the thing into the fucking ground. Yeah, sure, maybe famine, plague, and pestilence. You're going to get a little bit of that, though. You know, that's as the mechanic to my parents' 1989 Pontiac said when I was a kid all the time. Hey, you're going to get a little bit of that. What happened? Transmission dropped out through the front of the car onto the highway? You're going to get a little bit of that with Pontiacs. Yeah, you're going to get a little bit of that rear axle just coming undone and falling behind you while you're driving and the sparks and whatnot. Yeah, typical Pontiac. You can get a little bit of that, a little squeakiness. You know, see that way that wheel's shimmying like that? You're going to get a little bit of that. That was a staple in my household saying that. Just because of this piece of shit Pontiac that we had. I wish I remember what kind of model. But oh my God, it was just a disgrace of a vehicle. But yeah, you're going to get a little bit of that, right? Little famine, little plague, little pestilence. I mean, gold's going to be bid, though. Where are you? Well, you're going to be at home clinging desperately to your guns in hopes of protecting the gold bullion that you probably won't be able to protect. I mean, if shit really hits the fan, you just have to laugh and say, well, today's the day. You know, well, Chris, that's awful. I have children. I have children's children. My children's children's children. I want a brighter future for them. Well, I have news for you, folks. All right, reality check. Things don't look that great on the economic front.